Well, George here, and we had thunderstorms come through this afternoon. It started around 3 o'clock ish, and it started off as like a little straight line of storms, but then it bulged out, which can result in, when you have the bulging out, you can have rotation, which can produce a tornado. So, anyways, I did have the SkyWarn frequency turned on, and then I heard that there's a tornado warning. So I looked on the radar. Radar indicated rotation. Okay, so I opened up my radar software, and I saw this. Yeah, you can definitely see that that's rotating. This is because of the little yin yang here. Red is wind going away from the direction of the radar. The radar is over here. So this wind is moving away from the radar. This wind, the green, is going towards the radar. Okay. SRV definitely shows a tight rotation there. I don't know what SRV means. But the interesting thing is the correlation coefficient measurement. And that measures the differences between the size of objects the radar is picking up. And which is very useful, because this is how you would confirm if there is a tornado on the ground. Okay, so in this shot, the rotation is still up in the clouds. Now, as the tornado picks up debris, it's going to suck debris up into the clouds a few thousand feet where the radar can pick it up. The size of debris is significantly different than the size of raindrops, so it's going to drop the correlation coefficient, and that will show up on the radar. So let's go to the next frame. Next frame from the next scan. So this one, there's something showing here, starting to show here. Next frame. Oh wow, take a look at that little blue dot, and that right there indicates that there's a tornado, because there's debris being thrown up a few thousand feet in the air, which the radar's picking up. And unfortunately, Newtonsville was the direct path. There's housing and stuff right here, so there's definitely some people that are impacted. So continuing on, this is the animation here. And so it doesn't look like the tornado lasted very long. There's still a possibility, there's still some rotation going on. This is a recent scan. BR, you could definitely see some of the twist. That's the rain. SRV, yeah, the rotation is less focus. And CC is, yeah, there's still some debris left in the air, but that could be, it hasn't come back down yet. Because this storm, as you can see, has quite a bit of hail, which indicates that there's a lot of updraft. Hail is produced when the updraft pushes the rain droplets back up. It freezes, drops, freezes, drops, freezes. When it hits the ground, that means the hail has gotten too heavy for it to be able to push it back. So the size of the hail is very important to report to the National Weather Service, because the big hail means it's a very, very strong thunderstorm. If we can look at, we can also look at the shape of the storm. See how it's bulging out here? That's why it produced a tornado. It's just had some rotating. We got a lot of wind and rain here where I live, in this area right here. So now you see this little hole, this little bowl here? That's because it's so close to radar. You can actually see where the radar beam can no longer see. So it's above it. So the storm's not actually doesn't have this bowl here. It's just that's the radar's right here in Wilmington. So that's pretty cool. So looking from here, you don't notice that. Let's go back to the main application. That's pretty cool. And I find this weather software very useful, and I've learned quite a bit. Now, is this storm done producing tornadoes? Well, don't know. It is certainly capable of it. As you get any bowing on this line of storms, it can definitely cause rotations. Now, typically, tornadoes that are produced by these lines are not very strong ones. EF zeros, ones, maybe twos. It's the supercells that tend to produce the really big ones. Not saying it's impossible, but that's typical. So it'd be interesting to see what the National Weather Service says the rating of that tornado was. But it was definitely confirmed. Yeah, it looks like the tornado is most likely lifted. I don't see any strong correlations anymore, and the rotation is very, very broad right now, so it's no focus rotation anymore.